I'm Maybe Burke, and you're watching Makeup for Lost Time. This is my series for trans women and other people who feel like they missed a few classes when it came to learning about makeup. And today I've obviously already gotten started, so I'm just gonna get ready while we talk about my relationship to makeup. Now, I've mentioned before that I grew up in musical theater, so obviously my relationship to makeup is heavily informed by wearing it on stage for years. And as a trans woman who literally didn't understand that I was trans at the time, wearing makeup on stage and in musicals was the only access I really had. And then in my teenage years, I started to experiment a little bit more, which really consisted of me practicing looks late at night and then wiping or crying it all off before going to school the next day. And then in college, I got more comfortable with wearing makeup on a regular basis. But honestly, even that was a journey. Oh, we are going dark today. I'm just throwing shit on my eye. And in my early 20s and even my late teens, I didn't really have a lot of makeup. I didn't buy my first eyeshadow palette until literally a few years ago. I was using almost exclusively things from the drugstore. Maybe I shouldn't lean back and cover my face while I'm recording. But I didn't really have fun, colorful eyeshadows. I had my very standard two-tone eyeshadow that I would do, and occasionally buy a single little eyeshadow that was a special color if I wanted it for a show or whatever. Even though eyeshadow was most of my creative exploration, I didn't really have the fun and interesting and bigger palettes to choose from until I really got into being a makeup girly proper. Just gonna blend this because there's a lot going on. Blending's fun. But yeah, being on social media really changed and informed my relationship to makeup. And I was able to kind of listen to and learn from people who are doing makeup on here. That helped me decide what I wanted to do when it came to working within the worlds of beauty. If I even wanted to pursue that, it was a whole conversation for me to have with myself, with my followers, with my friends, you know. I learned pretty quickly that I'm not really interested in the consumerism of it all. Like I was saying, my love for makeup started when I couldn't even really afford to participate in the consumerism. And now that I am able to, I still don't love to promote and hyperfixate on just buying a lot of shit. I have more makeup than you need. And I mean, that's largely because I worked at Sephora seasonally for a little bit, and brands send me things now. I get sent far less than what some people get sent. I can't even fathom what the big beauty content creators are taking in on a constant. I don't have time to open those boxes. But I did in the past year or so. I was kind of going into the beauty content creator sphere. I've done some brand deals. I'm on a few PR lists. Yeah, I can't really talk while I do eyeliner. What I've really realized for me is that I'm super into the creativity and the joy. I'm not really interested in the hyper consumerism that a lot of the beauty space forces. And yeah, I've done some brand deals. I'll continue working with brands that I actually if they want to. But I'm far less interested in buy this product, buy that product, try these on. I'm much more interested in making sure people know how to use their products. And strengthening a relationship to makeup as a thing of self-care, not necessarily a thing to mask your features or hide away. There are, of course, things that I participate in that realm. I'm saying as I literally neutralize the bags under my eyes. But I did make a deal with myself a couple of years ago that if I was getting ready on any given day and I didn't like the way that I looked, I would not let myself think, oh, I don't like the way that I look, let me put some makeup on. I didn't want to let makeup be a thing that I use when I don't like the way that I look. I didn't want it to be a tool of hiding or fixing. I wanted it to remain a thing that I really like. I wanted to make sure I had the positive relationship that I do with it. And to maintain that relationship, I had to make sure that I wasn't using makeup in a lot of the ways that it's like stereotyped or believed to be used. And you can tell because some of the creative looks that I do actually don't really work with my features or don't necessarily make me look like my best, whatever that means. And that's because now I don't look at myself in the mirror and think like, ooh, I look dreadful, I need to fix this, this, and that. I put on makeup when I want to, when I'm feeling creative or want to play around with a certain look. And actually making that distinction for me has helped me now not look in the mirror and be like, ooh, I don't like the way that I look, I want to change this, this, and that. But instead now, sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, ooh, my skin looks really good today. Let's put on some makeup, let's play, let's do more. When I like the way that I look, then I go and have more fun. And that's another thing, like, we're not wanting to be a beauty content creator, like, full-time, because I don't want to have to put on makeup daily or regularly for work, because that will kind of ruin my relationship to it. Or it might. I know a lot of beauty content creators have days that they would rather not. And obviously, like, I use a lot of products, and if people want to know what I'm using, I'll tell ya. The consumerism of it all is not gone. But I'm trying to preserve my relationship to how and why I do certain things when I make my content, but also just, like, in my life. I wear makeup on a regular basis, and I want to maintain my relationship to how I'm using that makeup and what it means to me. This is my version of maintaining that relationship. And honestly, making like little tutorials and videos like this have really helped me to like connect with other trans femmes and other people who like have a very different relationship to makeup than, you know, the typical YouTube girlies and all of that. I don't know. I feel like makeup can be like a really intimidating thing for a lot of people because they feel like if you don't know all of the different like contouring and bronzer and all the different steps that you can't really participate. And that's why I like to do makeup on my corner of the internet where people are allowed to just like explore, and if something works for you, keep doing it. If something doesn't work for you, but some like beauty influencer told you to do it, maybe just like don't. For me, makeup is about joy. Makeup should be about creativity and expression and exploration. Makeup should never be about like intimidation or leaving people out or making people feel like they don't know enough in order to be part of the conversation. I don't know. I just feel like if you have a face and you have a desire to put creams and liquids and powders and colors and textures on that face, then you're a makeup lover. It should be as simple as that. I don't think that's a controversial opinion, but I could be wrong. So let me know if you agree and what kind of content you want to see as we make up for lost time. I haven't done like a bold smoky eye in a while. Stunning.